Winter Storm Blair, a powerful weather system, has swept across the United States, leaving a trail of snow, ice, and freezing temperatures in its wake. This storm, one of the most severe in recent memory, has disrupted the lives of millions, creating a landscape of white chaos and icy peril. The storm's intensity has been felt from coast to coast, with its effects rippling through communities, cities, and states. Millions of Americans are facing dangerous conditions. Streets have turned into treacherous paths and everyday activities have become hazardous. People are seen walking cautiously, trying to maintain their balance on the icy sidewalks, while cars struggle to gain traction on snow-covered roads. The risk of accidents has skyrocketed, and emergency services are stretched thin, responding to numerous calls for help. The storm has impacted over 20 states, stretching from the southwest to the northeast. The sheer scale of Blair's reach is staggering, with states like Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas in the southwest, all the way to New York, Massachusetts, and Maine in the northeast, experiencing its wrath. The time-lapse footage shows the relentless advance of the storm, blanketing state after state in a thick layer of snow and ice. Heavy snow, blizzard conditions, and ice storms have brought transportation to a standstill. Snowplows are working tirelessly to clear highways, but the relentless snowfall makes it a Sisyphean task. Public transportation systems, including trains and buses, have been halted, leaving many commuters stranded. Airports have canceled thousands of flights, and the ripple effect is felt across the nation as travel plans are disrupted. Blair slammed into the west coast with heavy rain and mountain snow. Cities like Seattle and Portland experienced torrential downpours, leading to flooding in some areas. Meanwhile, the mountain regions received a fresh blanket of snow, adding to the already significant snowpack. This combination of rain and snow has created a complex and dangerous situation for residents and authorities alike. Now, it is bringing its fury to the heartland of America. The Midwest is no stranger to harsh winters, but Blair's intensity is testing the resilience of its residents. Small towns and rural areas are particularly hard hit, with farmers struggling to protect their livestock and crops from the heavy snowfall. The agricultural sector is bracing for potential losses, as the storm's impact on the land could have long-term consequences. Cities like Chicago, Detroit, and New York are bracing for the worst of the storm. In Chicago, the streets are already covered in a thick layer of snow, and the city's famous wind is making the cold even more biting. Detroit's roads are icy and dangerous, with residents urged to stay indoors. New York City is in a state of high alert, with officials preparing for what could be one of the most significant winter storms in recent history. This is a major weather event, and it's crucial that people take it seriously. Emergency services are advising residents to stay off the roads unless absolutely necessary, and to stock up on essential supplies. Shelves in grocery stores are being emptied as people prepare for the possibility of being snowed in for several days. The importance of heeding these warnings cannot be overstated, as the storm's potential to cause harm is immense. Communities are coming together, offering support to those in need, and ensuring that everyone is as prepared as possible for the challenges ahead. Governors across the affected regions have declared states of emergency. This decision comes in response to the severe winter storm that has blanketed the region with heavy snowfall, ice, and dangerously low temperatures. The declarations are a crucial step in ensuring that all necessary resources are available to protect the safety and well-being of residents. By declaring a state of emergency, governors can cut through red tape and expedite the deployment of emergency services, equipment, and supplies. This proactive measure is designed to mitigate the impact of the storm and provide immediate relief to those affected. These declarations allow officials to mobilize resources quickly and effectively. Emergency personnel are working around the clock to prepare equipment and load supplies for distribution. The emergency operations centers are buzzing with activity as teams coordinate their efforts to respond to the storm. This rapid mobilization is essential to address the urgent needs of the community, from clearing roads to restoring power and ensuring that vulnerable populations receive the assistance they need. The swift action taken by officials is a testament to their commitment to public safety and their readiness to tackle the challenges posed by the storm. The National Guard has been activated in several states to assist with rescue efforts and provide support to communities in need. Their presence is a vital component of the emergency response as they bring specialized skills and equipment to the table. The National Guard is working tirelessly to rescue stranded motorists, deliver emergency supplies, and support local authorities in their efforts to manage the crisis. their dedication and bravery are making a significant difference in the lives of those affected by the storm, and their efforts are greatly appreciated by the communities they serve.
We urge residents to stay off the roads unless absolutely necessary. The conditions are extremely hazardous, with snow-covered roads, reduced visibility, and the risk of ice making travel treacherous. Staying off the roads not only keeps you safe, but also allows emergency personnel to do their jobs more effectively. If you must travel, please take all necessary precautions, such as driving slowly, keeping a safe distance from other vehicles, and having an emergency kit in your car. Your safety is our top priority, and we ask for your cooperation during this challenging time. Emergency shelters have been opened across the affected states to provide refuge for those who have lost power or are unable to safely stay in their homes. These shelters are equipped with cots, blankets, and essential supplies to ensure that everyone has a warm and safe place to stay. The community centers and other facilities that have been converted into shelters are staffed by dedicated volunteers and emergency personnel who are committed to providing comfort and support to those in need. If you or someone you know requires shelter, please do not hesitate to seek assistance. The shelters are open to all, and we are here to help you through this difficult time. This is a time for communities to come together and support one another. In the face of adversity, the strength and resilience of our communities shine through. Neighbors are helping each other shovel snow, distribute supplies, and provide moral support. The sense of camaraderie and solidarity is palpable, and it is heartening to see people coming together to overcome the challenges posed by the storm. Whether it's checking on an elderly neighbor, sharing resources, or simply offering a kind word, every act of kindness makes a difference. Together, we can weather this storm and emerge stronger on the other side.
Across the affected regions, hundreds of thousands of homes and businesses are without power. Utility crews are working tirelessly in treacherous conditions to restore electricity. The combination of heavy snow, ice accumulation, and strong winds has made their task incredibly challenging.
This is one of the worst storms we've seen in years. Our crews are working around the clock to get the power back on, but it's a slow and dangerous process.
The widespread power outages are a stark reminder of the destructive power of nature. Winter Storm Blair has brought travel to a standstill across much of the country. Major highways have been closed due to hazardous driving conditions, stranding motorists and truck drivers. Airports have been forced to cancel thousands of flights, leaving travelers stranded and frustrated.
We were on the road for over 12 hours before we had to pull over. The snow was coming down so fast and the roads were like ice. It was terrifying.
The storm's impact on travel is a stark reminder of the importance of heeding weather warnings. With temperatures plummeting and many homes without power, emergency shelters have become a lifeline for thousands of people. The American Red Cross, along with other organizations, has been working tirelessly to set up and staff shelters across the affected regions.
We're here to provide a safe and warm place for anyone who needs it. We have food, water, blankets, and cots available. No one should have to weather this storm alone.
The outpouring of support from volunteers and community members has been truly heartwarming. State and local officials are urging residents to take the storm seriously and follow safety precautions. This storm is expected to bring heavy snowfall, strong winds, and dangerously low temperatures. Officials are emphasizing the importance of being prepared and staying informed as the situation develops. They have been working tirelessly to ensure that emergency services are ready to respond to any incidents that may arise. The public is being asked to cooperate fully with any directives issued by local authorities. They are advising people to stay indoors if possible and avoid unnecessary travel. Roads are expected to become treacherous, with ice and snow making driving conditions extremely hazardous. If you must travel, make sure your vehicle is equipped with emergency supplies such as blankets, food, water, and a first aid kit. It's also important to keep your gas tank full to prevent the fuel line from freezing. Authorities are also recommending that people check on their neighbors, especially the elderly and those with disabilities, to ensure they have everything they need to stay safe and warm. For those who must venture outside, they are emphasizing the importance of dressing warmly in layers, wearing appropriate footwear, and protecting exposed skin from frostbite. Hypothermia and frostbite are serious risks in these conditions, so it's crucial to stay as warm and dry as possible. Make sure to wear a hat, gloves, and a scarf to cover your face. Waterproof boots with good traction are essential to prevent slips and falls on icy surfaces. If you start to feel extremely cold or notice any numbness or discoloration in your extremities, seek shelter and medical attention immediately, and letting someone know their travel plans. Communication is key during a storm. Make sure your phone is fully charged and have a backup power source if possible. Keep in touch with family and friends to let them know you are safe. If you are traveling, share your route and expected arrival time with someone you trust. This way, if you encounter any problems, help can be sent to your location. It's also a good idea to have a list of emergency contacts and important phone numbers readily available. This is a dangerous storm, and we need everyone to do their part to stay safe. Visibility can be severely reduced during heavy snowfall, making it difficult to see and be seen by others. If you are outside, be cautious of your surroundings and avoid areas where snow is accumulating rapidly. Shoveling snow can be physically demanding, so take frequent breaks and avoid overexertion. If you have a heart condition or other health issues, consider asking for help with snow removal. Remember, safety comes first. Please listen to the advice of local authorities and take all necessary precautions. Stay tuned to local news channels, radio stations, and official social media accounts for the latest updates and emergency alerts. These sources will provide important information about road closures, power outages, and shelter locations. It's also a good idea to have a battery-powered radio in case of power loss. Being informed will help you make better decisions and stay safe during the storm. The safety of residents is the top priority during this weather emergency. Emergency services are on high alert and ready to assist those in need. If you find yourself in an emergency situation, do not hesitate to call for help. Community shelters are available for those who need a warm place to stay. Remember, we are all in this together, and by following these guidelines, we can help ensure that everyone stays safe and protected during this severe weather event.